Just a dope ass podcast. Pew 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 pew. Just a dope ass podcast. Pew pew pew. Y'all like that shit, man. Some musical genius.
That boy good.
That boy's good.
That boy good.
That was on the other day. I watched like 30 minutes of that.
On like Netflix or something.
What was that on? You know, that used to be a triggering song because once upon a time when I was obtaining membership, that was like a thing I had to do. for all the time. Just had to.
I understand. I've definitely had different sayings and songs that on cue.
Yeah, I used to watch that movie. Cut it off. Cut it off. I don't believe motherfuckers even like Eddie like that. Shit, they ain't never even been to the moon.
Right. Trigger.
That's cool now, though.
Oh, okay. It took some time. I know some of my membership attainment buddies. Like, wow, onions and eggs and shit. They was
was everybody reading from the same book?
Yes.
Everybody was literally reading, everybody just, niggas is not.
Originales?
Yeah, this ain't no original.
It is. There may be some variation.
I'm not just doing the same shit.
But it's it's like religion. Like they all kind of say the same shit. But it's just small different variations that make people think they're vastly different.
All fraternities is Abrahamic religion.
I mean,
yeah. Actually, that's funny as fuck.
I mean, depending on how you look at it. Hi.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Hope you guys had a wonderful week. Welcome back for another wonderful episode of Just a Dope Ass Podcast. If this is your first time here, hey, fuck you, buddy. What took you so long?
That's good.
But so within this space, sir, take a nice long sip. Get yourself situated. Within this space, you know, we tend to cover current events. We cover political shit. We cover media and content. We cover a lot of things and frame it back to mental health. But one thing we've slacked on a little bit is our own individual mental health check-ins before we start the episode. So,
fuck yeah, consistency, guys.
Absolutely. How are you doing, sir?
We're on an uptick. I was a little stressed the past couple months. But yeah, I've had a good, actually, I can't even bullshit. I had a couple good. The past couple weeks have been pretty good.
Good.
Found a little stride. I didn't give myself too much credit, but found a little stride in maintaining the dual gigs. I don't know how much longer I want to do the dual thing. However, I am getting a kick out of like finding my little groove company wise. And then like in the private space, and really kind of developing like my demographic, I guess. Finding my little niches for because I'm all over the place at this point.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
we've all been there.
Yeah. So getting into my figuring out what I want to narrow down to. I feel like there'd be much of a shock there. This goes out to all my niggas. Like that's gonna be at the tip top.
Yeah, as it should.
But yeah, really, it's just that. Just kind of figuring that whole shit out. I finally started putting a fucking a dent in like clocking my hours.
Oh, okay.
So we've made it to. I was doing this shit on Friday. I think we finally made it to August of 2025. We're almost there, folks.
Oh.
I'm almost caught up.
By the time you get them fully tracked, you're like, hey, I've been done for a year.
Shit. At the current rate, I don't know if I'll be done, but I'm I'm gonna let you know right now, man. I feel like, you've been a good model of upstanding, You know, it's like when you see a nigga hit Super Saiyan, but he maintains his integrity. You're very Goku with this shit. I don't know if I got none of that, okay? Because it's a lot of, it's a lot of y'all saying a lot of shit. Hey, listen. This is Prince of the Saiyans, bitch. Okay, this ain't got nothing to do with clients. You motherfuckers will get the best of me at any and all times.
But the rest of y'all,
man, listen.
Civilians?
My office hours are from 9 to 5. Okay, so you're not gonna believe what happened today. I'm not gonna believe it because I'm not gonna know about it. Shit, it's fucking
seeing is believing, and I that to John Cena. I don't see you right now.
I was fucking 40 hours. These 40 hours turned into 60 and shit. Yeah, listen, see me on Monday. It better be some fucking some fun and rambunctiousness in this motherfucker when I walk in. All right,
weekend lover. Yeah,
look, it better look as soon as that clock out button hit, it better be fucking just what's that shit? The going merry in this. It better be just yo. That's what I want to hear when I walk in the door. Right? Don't give me nothing. Better be fucking end of the world. You never believe what Ashley did. I don't care, and neither do you for real. Let's find something to talk about. Shit, no, man. I can't even say because it's a HIPAA violation if I talk about what the fuck happened. Listen here, chill out.
The things I've seen.
Yeah, well, I'll be reasonable, but it's my bullshit-o-meter is lower. Yeah, I didn't, You don't tell you that in grad school. Your bullshit-o-meter go through the flow.
Right. I'll say, well, to a degree, it can be a bullshit meter, but I'll say it's also like a first world problem meter, or you're the problem meter. There's so many different meters that kick in. The longer that you're in this field, you start.
Yeah, them shits pop up. You got, man, that's crazy. Oh shit. Okay, I love you. I'm really concerned. Second story, it's like, you said that last time a little bit. Okay. It's third story. It's like, hey, man.
I see this pattern.
There's some shit that you. Now, I don't know what you want out of me. So we started, creating like a dialogue. Are you here to vent? Because then I know what parts of my brain to shut off. Yeah. So that's what y'all problem is. Y'all be like, I want your opinion. You don't say. All right. Fuck with me, DJ. Fuck with me.
Do you really want my opinion? Do you know what comes with the opinion that you're asking for?
Yeah, so, But other than that, yeah, overall, like the fucking, they're blowing up the world outside, so I'm fine. So world's on fire. I'm doing okay. And yourself?
I mean, not the entire world. Just parts of it.
Have invoked a holy war. Fucking shit, boy.
It's a holy war because there's so many hoes in that bitch as to why we in the war in the first place.
Niggas
not congruent. It is not a solid opinion anywhere.
But I know it's a nigga from Baton Rouge that he just wanted that motherfucking charger. Now he's sitting up there listening to fucking Pete Hegseth say stupid shit to him. That motherfucker was like, I just wanted to slide, have a cool apartment.
Right.
Yeah, like what the fuck are you
niggas? I just get a little bit of money because I couldn't get into college the way I wanted to.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I didn't want to be stuck in this small ass town, so I was trying to get the fuck up out of here.
Nigga said I'm from Vallejo, nigga. I was about to be an engineer. What the fuck is this nigga talking about?
I don't know nothing. I just want to get paid to fix these damn vehicles, low key. Do me a little 5 to 10, get out and start opening my own auto mechanic shop. I didn't want nothing to do with the fuck y'all talking about.
Yeah, what the fuck is you niggas going through? What?
Glendale, water boys.
Yeah, that's gotta be crazy. He's just like, nigga up there just, there's bombs going off outside. Nigga doing TikTok dances and shit. Like, this is not what I signed up for.
No, they for sure doing them on them campuses. They doing a lot in them dorms, trying to sustain themselves.
Nigga in the middle of Iran. Get freaky in the club.
Dance away the pain, baby. Dance away the pain.
That's crazy to them.
You can put the TikTok dance on there, but you can't put the actual war footage on there because Lord forbid that'll turn into a whole nother issue.
That's crazy. That was like a Patrice O'Neal joke like forever ago. Like that was back when like Iraq was still going on, and the nigga was basically like he was just like, God, I forget how the joke went, but it was just basically describing like the difference in seriousness. And I feel like that when I be looking on TikTok sometimes, and I'm like, it'd be a nigga like on base hitting every bit of a TikTok dance, and I'm like, bro, it's a motherfucker that just outside of that base. He's not technologically advanced, but he is about this shit. that motherfucker wakes up every day like I can't wait to do it for the country because who the fuck are you niggas over here? Yep. It is just like
it's a vast spectrum of soldier.
Yeah, motherfuckers. Maybe shouldn't have fuck with that nigga.
There's definitely a lot of cult leaders of soldiers enlisting, and the stark difference is like some chick doing TikTok dances in her wig on her time off. Like those are the different spectrums of soldiers you got. Like I'm just here to make some money and fund my esthetician business and my BBL when I get out of here, versus the person that's like, I have my pickup truck and I am ready to fight for America because yes, holy war. Like those two stark personalities are existing in the same space, and that's who's keeping Zionists safe from accountability.
Yeah. You got thick shit on the front lines is a little scary.
Yeah, I'm
I just feel like, she might get to it.
She might on a big tank, twerking on a big tank. She might be loading that shit up.
Fuck on the, you the nigga, driving around, you in the thing, and she on the 50 cal. That motherfucker moving, boy. That motherfucker's clapping while she on that 50 cal. Nigga just ass going crazy.
Every time you hit a bump.
Yeah, you spotting her on the sniper and shit. And motherfucker, bow, and then just the rip. That's a lot. That's a lot. Your senses go crazy. This is destructive. These things moving. I don't know, man. Couldn't have been me though. I'd have been somebody trying to be motherfucking Maverick or something. I don't want to see y'all on the front line.
Yeah, I'll let y'all know right.
I couldn't have gone out. I got glasses.
Dang.
So I'd have just been.
He's with the next draft that's coming up. They probably won't care. You got one eye, you're good enough. You still got one.
Good enough.
We'll get you a Patriot patch.
Yeah, so niggas start calling the job. Hello. Could be outside singing. Fuck yeah, fuck no. It's a nice carpet right here, boy.
No. Thank you.
Yeah, time's up.
Y'all got it. Y'all have fun though. I'm 40. I ain't going. So y'all got it. I don't know what to tell you. I'll write y'all from some other country.
Well, I thought about that the other day. It was something. It was one of those shit. I was in the gym. That's another thing. I got to rant about it, but I'm coming back to it. I was in the gym and they was showing Hexef up there sounding fucking stupid. And it just dawned on me, like, what if it popped off? Like, what if it just was like, hey, guys, what would y'all do? Like, if it was like, he was like, you got to go over there and fight for God. And I was like, what if on, like, Thursday, them niggas got to fighting at the right spot, the prophecy is realized, and it just jumps off tomorrow? Like, the 4 horsemen just pull up. What the fuck y'all really finna do?
Nothing.
Like, if you motherfuckers go, oh, shit, we was right. They done blew up the wrong spot in the middle of the Holy Land, and you just hear God says, let's get ready to rumble, and the skies open up, and it just...
They be the niggas that act hard.
That's how Jesus got. It ain't them niggas that act hard. So niggas will be like quiet, like, and he just start throwing fucking lightning bolts. It's the ones that put the suck in your ass. Yeah.
It's what's funny, like the hypocrisy of it. Like a lot of people, Trump was appointed to start this holy war and bring about Armageddon and the prophecies of the Bible and all this other stuff. The hypocrisy of it is y'all white folks think y'all getting souls. What makes y'all think that y'all have been a boil on society's ass?
I ain't gonna lie. That almost make living through the apocalypse worth it. Is you see like just crazed, deranged, bigoted evangelicals and angels is like, not you, nigga. Like, fuck no, not you. Like they flying over and it's like, take me, and that nigga go, and the ground just open up on that bitch. Like, yeah, what made you think it was you? Like,
why the audacity to think that all you bigots and hateful ass people,
y'all, this is one of my favorite.
Y'all are not getting chose.
Y'all are not writing the proper apocalyptic shit. Get us in the writer's room, dog. Just us two on a brain riff. An apocalypse show. What was that shit? The Leftovers. That shit was cool. It was mysterious, but just like when the motherfucker get to popping. What was that shit with Seth Rogen and them? Like that, but like a series.
Fuck, I know what you're talking about.
That was the best one, dog. That and you need geeky motherfuckers, man, because that and like that shit. Kevin Smith with Dogma,
Mm-hmm.
and then he did one Red State. Crazy, seeing as how where we're at now. But like how Red State went, and then when he describes like what the ending was supposed to be, with like where it was just supposed to be like just fucking hell on earth, the devil. I was like, oh yeah, you niggas aren't writing the right shit. That's because y'all scared. That's because them niggas who be trying to make that shit to make a buck, they be like, fuck man, what if this like you need it to be real mysterious and I don't know what happened. And when it's like, nah, nigga, let that motherfucking 3-headed dragon with hands for teeth tear your ass apart. Yeah, come on, nigga. Like,
They skipped that part. They skipped that part and went to the part where it's the Mexicans that do it. I don't know what Bible they're reading because I didn't know they had Mexicans in the Bible. But apparently, according to them, it's lots of brown people that are the reasons why we end up having to go through the punishment we have to go through.
And I don't want to hear y'all. Let's. I think that let's the pantheons fight. What if that's what they doing? Like all the pantheons just up there fighting for who get to come down here and fuck us up the worst.
I mean, I support it. What is it? Fuck. It's the animated show, but it's like Hell something. But it's like the angels are the bad guy because the angels come down to hell and purge every so often.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, nah, we just be down here living in sin, doing our thing, minding our business. We really ain't hurting nobody. We just kind of be doing. They're like humans. They just do regular shit. And some of them are doing bad shit. Some of them just kind of enjoy life. And every so often, the angels come down here and just purge. They just come down here and kill people just cause we want to keep the population in control. And I feel like that could be. Well, what would y'all do if the angels came down here and was just hunting you niggas? Cause like, yeah, who's gonna go down there and fuck them up? I want to go. I haven't hunted it in a few centuries. Let me go down there and fuck them up, please.
Coming down here to fuck us up is one thing, because at one point they said they was coming down here just fucking on us, and that was a whole big thing.
That's how niggas was created.
Yeah, they came down here and niggas was just horny. So and then it's then it was some Aaron Yeager type niggas running around and shit. I wasn't there when it was, but I read the cliff notes. It was lit.
We got some running around. Shaq, one of them. We got some Shaq ass. Everything's exaggerated in them Bible times.
Lakers. Right, man.
You figured like the average height of society is like 5'5", and you got a Shaq nigga walking around. Yeah, he looks like a colossal titan.
Yeah. Or, when you think about like, you go back and it's like, megalodons and like every other version of an animal was like the size of a building. I'm like, okay, well shit. Maybe humans, a human at that time might have been some sick shit. There've been some crazy shit. I don't know what they doing up in heaven, but I would for sure be sitting in the heavens theater room. I want to watch some of this shit in the back. Skip all my parents' parts.
Heaven's library, you just in there,
man,
in the Rolodex.
I'll be kicking it in heaven's movie theater.
Let me see this. Can you pull this up for me? Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Can we get this unlimited popcorn? Can I
when
get another
did this happen? You get in there and like, nigga, that didn't happen. I made that shit up. We don't got no record of that.
There's no record.
Yeah, that shit. We never did that shit. Y'all
that's in the fiction section. Got it. Yeah. Got it. There's so many different types of fiction. There's white fiction. There's a lot in that library. There's a whole lot of white fiction.
Yeah. I know that the in recent news, brown community have a tough time because of the Cesar Chavez shit. However, yeah, that was the thing that threw me the other day, because when it popped up on the news, I was like, didn't we know, bro? It's not like
a lot of them knew, because one of my other partners is Mexican, so talking to her, she's like, yeah, we been knew he was a piece of shit. Like a lot of us knew the truth, and we don't fuck with him. Filipinos don't really fuck with him like that because they knew that he was the one stealing the shine from Filipinos that actually started and were doing the actual work.
Yeah, that. Part of that to me was where like a little bit of conspiracy brain kicked up, because I was like, niggas already knew he wasn't. I just feel like part of me was like, not to take away like that he did terrible shit. That's not what I'm saying. But it's like, I just feel like whenever Trump started doing some weird shit, it'd be like, did you guys forget that we don't like this group? It's like, because all of a sudden mad creators was like, I made this. I saw like 3 creators go like, yeah, I made this video 6 years ago discussing the, discrepancies with Cesar Chavez. And I was like, all right, man. I just feel like, you niggas said, man, the war not going good this week. Put Cesar Chavez.
Yeah, I'm about to say, that's basically what it is. Because, we're not in control of our algorithms the way that we think. So of course, we know everything that we're getting to see right now. No matter what your algorithm looks like, we're all getting variations of different content and information just to distract us from the reality of what's going on. Even the war is a distraction because it's not really a war and it's not really a holy war, but that's the shit that we're going to get flooded with, which pisses off the masses more because we really do understand that this is all bullshit. We just can't do nothing about it other than vent on our platforms. But they're all distractions. They're variations of distractions to take our attention away from the real thing is that we live in a corporation of pedophile rings going on throughout the world.
Do something. If you fuck with me, God, I want you to flip that motherfucker for me.
I'll let you know. He's been watching for a minute. So
I think he or she or
the entity.
The entity, yeah. It's been leaving us on voicemail for a long time.
Hey, y'all do this to yourself. I'm gonna sit there and eat this popcorn. I'm just keep watching y'all doing whatever y'all doing.
I don't even think sometimes just watch it. I sometimes think like humanity is like, humanity is a bit like Gator. Just out in the fucking streets doing drugs, boogalooing and shit. That motherfucker in the house, like I taught that motherfucker everything to do. This motherfucker just want to be outside.
So you saying
jiggling?
Human beings are like basically religious people are like Gator coming home to his parents.
Yeah,
like, come on, just help me out, please, Jesus.
Crack, yeah.
Till he smite thee.
Yeah, just boogalooing. It's like, man, I don't even know this nigga like that, bro.
Yeah,
like, fuck.
I can't do it. I can't do it. It's funny. Like they did amplify a lot of the Cesar Chavez, but I haven't seen a lot about Hillary Clinton's comments and her book and all that other stuff that was basically saying how they had a loophole to have niggas as slaves for free in the White House. Haven't seen you guys talk about that much, and it's in a book that was published. But you would have to actually read the book to know that, I guess.
I know I didn't read Hillary's book, so.
I didn't either, but I follow content creators that read books, and I read books myself. So any book that I didn't read, they read it, and they will show me the screenshots. Factual stuff, as opposed to, like, opinions.
Yeah. But I guess, I feel like that's... Yeah, I just felt like that was just some fucking... look at this type shit. Because I'm just like, yeah, bro, it's evil. We could definitely, like, yeah. Look at this. It's like, like, you could... absolutely like obliterate dog posthumously obliterate dog for all the fucked up shit that he did. But yeah, I don't know. When I was looking at that, I was like, nah, he's a fucked up person. But
what are y'all gonna do about it?
Yeah, like
in reality, we gave him holiday and all that other stuff. What are you going to do about it? Because y'all didn't even want them tearing down statues of Confederate Army leaders, even though they lost. So.
I guess,
in reality, what are we actually going to do? What is giving us this information going to do? Like, I can amplify the voice of his, I don't want to say wife, but, based on her story.
Victim.
Yes. Yeah. That's why I don't, loosely the title of wife, given what she had to go through. I can support amplifying her story because she's allowing herself to share it.
Mm-hmm.
Not to suppress her voice, but in reality, once we hear her, what are we going to do about it? Because if we're going to share the story and say, oh, well, turncoat, basically. We like him. He was a liberator. And now you're saying, oh, he's a piece of shit. Great. What are you going to do about it? Because if we're not going to do nothing about it, just let her share her story. Let her get her flowers for surviving through the things that she survived through. And let's not even vilify him. Let's just focus on amplifying her and giving her the credit she deserved for her part in the liberty.
I'm down to vilify, dog. I'm down to, but I say, I don't feel like lighting up on vilifying nobody else then.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we're not going to do anything, we can talk about vilifying him, but we're not going to really do it because we don't vilify anybody that actually deserves it. We don't vilify. In this country, westernized society, we do not vilify the people that actually need it. We vilify the people that will distract us from the people that actually need it.
I can see that because I saw like the other day, and what's his name? He just fucking died.
Oh, Chuck Norris.
There we go. That motherfucker. Yeah,
I thought you was talking about that political dude that ran a long time ago. Yeah.
Oh nah, is he dead?
I don't know. I forgot his name, but that's what came to mind when you did that.
Yeah, he might be dead too. But yeah, I saw discourse about that. Like, niggas was like, "Oh my God, rest in peace, Chuck Norris, an icon," and it was like Chuck Norris didn't fuck with us, like at all. Like it wasn't just like, oh, Chuck Norris got a fucked up opinion on some shit. Chuck Norris actively was funding motherfuckers, was friends with motherfuckers, was anti, was trying to get against bills, was giving like, oh, you wanna fund your campaign on fucking up this community, and I'm not gonna lie, nigga. There's not a roundhouse kick on planet Earth that makes me kind of like let that shit ride. Like Walker wasn't that great.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I watched a lot of shit with my granny. If I never watched Walker, I watched all the stories. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really need to be like, oh yeah, motherfucking Chuck.
He was weird. The Hulk Hogan of martial arts.
No, dead ass. Yeah, he was and they got on that nigga ass quick, and I'm like, damn, I think I make some shit quick. You motherfuckers
be on it. Well, why didn't y'all release the shit when he was alive? God damn it.
I remember seeing stories when like he was like, but yeah, they got on Chuck ass in the day. It was like Chuck died 9 a.m. By fucking 10:30, it was like, hey, by the way, guys, never forget, this motherfucker did not fuck with you. I don't give a fuck how much you liked his cartoon and shit, and him getting his ass whooped by Bruce Lee in the movie and shit. Nigga was not fucking with y'all in any form or fashion.
Okay, how much you like Sidekick?
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with letting people live in their complete legacy. And I think some of that shit can like. I just think that shit weighs out in the wash. Because, like, Martin Luther King is still dope. Got him a little side pussy. We can, like, judge that a little bit. But that in no way to be takes away from, like, the impact that man did. Chuck Norris
was in alignment with what he said. He told y'all to free that ass. Free that ass. Thank God Almighty. Free that ass.
Chuck Norris throwing some fucking roundhouse kicks is in no way gonna make me feel better about a nigga who was actively using his platform and ability and money to do shit that was fucking up communities, people that I care about. So, I just feel like we should do that shit when we, like...
You mean like John Wayne and other, like, really big, highly supported, upheld white superheroes?
It's insane that they let John... Like, it was a whole... Like, y'all are... shout out to everybody in the entertainment shit that we fuck with. It's like, you niggas be on sets. It's so much shit that goes into those things, whether it's a show, a photo shoot, a production... John Wayne was on set for like weeks at a time as Genghis Khan. That's on camera. They gave him a little mustache and like sprayed the nigga shit. It was racist in the motherfucker. Yo. I mean, this country craziness and then a bitch. It's crazy as fuck to like exist here. You know what I'm saying? Word James Baldwin. Like, you got to have some jokes. Otherwise, nigga, you would be like Bruce Banner every day. Well, we are like Bruce Banner. But you know what I'm
about to say, yeah.
You know what I mean? Niggas is furious at all times.
It's bubbling in our blood on a regular basis.
Please shout out to epigenetics. Yeah. Fucking the curse of knowing, nigga.
I can feel the trauma bubbling right now.
Yeah, bro.
It's festering.
Can't believe you niggas be up. I saw a video. I'm bouncing around. I saw this video the other day with I sent it to you. The dad doing I forget who he was specifically praying to, but he was practicing E5 with his daughter. And it's like, you know what, man? If they show up, as angry as niggas are, if I get it, your granny gonna be mad at you, but if these niggas say we gonna show up and just let's put this shit in the pot. You know what I'm saying? Whatever way. Let's get some rum, spit on some shit. Yeah. Brother Midnight.
I would wonder how things would look. Say if Armageddon kicks off, those that are chosen get chosen, and the rest of us are still here. Mm-hmm. What do y'all believe in then when you realize that the thing you've believed in so long does not believe in you back?
You're gonna see people's I think in those moments, like, you get a lot of the movies, you get caught up in like, what the fuck are not the movies? When people discuss it, you're so worried about like demons and monsters and fucking the seas
and goblins.
The seas are boiling. Nigga, it's your next door neighbor. Because a lot of motherfuckers is like, that's that kind of thing of like, motherfuckers aren't really good people. They are moral on the promise that if I am good enough, I'll get in. And that's not really like your genuine goodness of your heart. That's you trying to perform so you get access into heaven. And it's like, well, if a motherfucker say, hey, your access was denied. You was in there, jiggling in the church every Sunday, but you were hateful to this person. You was, your grandson's a great person, but you was like, nigga gay, so fuck it. And you let your weird ass son, who was their uncle, stay at the family functions. He got I don't know how many motherfucking traumas attached to him and his freaky ass, and you never did nothing about it. You just was like, amen, and you kept that big ass old school picture of Jesus, and he say, nah, that motherfucker's a bad person. And when they say no, when they look down from heaven and say no, you gonna see what that motherfucker really is. That's what's gonna happen in the apocalypse. Demons ain't gonna have no time to do no fucked up shit. It's gonna be the purge every day.
It's gonna feel like it's gonna be like for every 1,000th person, it's gonna be selected.
Shit, that's shit. That's a high number. I mean, I don't know. Y'all know how the math go and y'all shit, but if we playing this shit like by the book, yeah,
I mean, even so that by the book or how we think the book speaks.
Or damn McClellan, because now I know y'all didn't even read that book.
They didn't.
Got no comprehension skills.
That's what made me think about, especially like when we briefly talked about how people were getting on the whole Russell comment in one of his songs. Oh man,
y'all done made my nigga cut off social media.
As he should.
Fuck.
As he should. They don't deserve LaRussell, to be honest. They don't deserve LaRussell. Go ahead and LaRussell, take your break, brother. Because first off, if y'all reacting like that to just one comment in a song, that means you haven't listened to any of his other music prior to that, where he doesn't support a number of different things that y'all be upset about. But I brought that up because I have to go back and listen to the whole song. I listened to it before all this shit blew up, because the album came out like a month ago. At least for me hearing that song. And I understood the context of what he was saying in that song. Basically, like, we don't have the ability to judge. That's God's job. Mm-hmm. So, that's how I perceived it. God is the one that gets to decide who goes and who doesn't, regardless of how you feel about things on earth. Everybody was created with a purpose, and whether they choose to fulfill that purpose or not, it's not our job to damn them to hell. That's God's job to choose whatever. But also from the Bible, based on the perspective that I've learned throughout my life, you can be a murderous fiend your entire life, and on your deathbed you say, I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and God forgives you because you confessed your sins and you get welcomed into heaven. Wouldn't that logic apply to what he said? Like, God has the ability to forgive all the heinous shit that someone has done. I, as a human being, don't have to accept it, but I am not the judger. I am not the oracle of judgment in this situation. I am just a man like everybody else. So for all I know, God could have accepted this person regardless of all their sins, because that's what God does, and says, come on in. That is possible. I don't have to like it as a human being, but based on what y'all as Christians say, that if God can forgive you of all these things and absolve all your sins, why is that not possible for these individuals as well? Just strictly off that alone. So I don't see what the big backlash for what he said was. It's not like he was condoning them or accepting their behaviors or anything like that. He's just saying we're all humans, we're all imperfect, and God is basically the one that gets to choose who, what, when, where, why, and how. Our emotions don't dictate what someone else's salvation or judgment is, regardless of what you believe in.
So, off top, I agree with that though. Off top, I don't like the song. Didn't like the song, and I didn't like the delivery of the song. I got the message though.
Yeah.
And so, to me, I thought niggas was like milking it. I thought people who like already didn't like him were like, I finally got a fucking reason. It was just a couple weeks ago he said that shit about Lil Wayne not saying anything of substance, and I think people felt away and was like,
festering.
This is our opportunity to jump on this nigga. I think there is something about, like, he's just had a lot in the past couple months. The Wayne shit, however his deal works after being somebody who has screamed independence. So I feel like there is a thing of like, people are looking for reasons to not fuck with dog. And I do feel like for him, in a space where like, I do this in my backyard, say in my community, like I think some of the maybe costs of being surrounded by so much, love and support is as you grow, like, nigga, there's just no way to maintain that.
Yeah.
And so being met with that, I feel like probably was jarring. But at the same time, while I thought I understood the point of the song, what he's trying to get off, I don't even hate like that particular concept. I just think like you took a shot at trying to be at, not even trying to be, because you are an artist of substance, but you took a shot with a premise that didn't land.
Yeah.
And part of me is like, you got to eat that a little bit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I felt like people were milking it with him because over the past, I don't fucking know how long, y'all faves have been walking around with, we just saw, what was it, a couple weeks old, nigga, Pac-Man Jones popped out.
With the MAGA hat.
With a MAGA hat on. A nigga's not going to take that jersey off. A nigga will make every excuse to bend over backwards to try to find the hairiest, sweatiest part of Pac-Man's gooch to lick to make that make sense. I don't know, whatever artist you fuck with, whatever, like y'all will do that for niggas who are actively supporting these people. And you jump on a nigga who just didn't make it.
I mean, even within music, people may condemn Kanye's antics over the last decade or so, but they're still going to say how they love his music and this, that, and the other, blah, 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 even though he's put some of the same rhetoric in his music. Now, granted, whether I support Kanye's thoughts or his processes or whatever, or I think he's just in manic episodes and he lets himself run with it, whatever the case is, he's always been a bit of a different thinker. And you guys will make excuses like, we missed the old Kanye and blah, but the old Kanye is still a construct of the Kanye you see now. It's just a different aspect of it. But if you're willing to accept bits and pieces that are comfortable to you, be willing to accept the pieces that aren't. And I say that because, again, a lot of people didn't really know who La Russell was until this year. Those of us in California on the West Coast, we may know La Russell because Bay Area artist, independent, he collaborates with any and everybody because of the backyard stuff, and he does things with Juvenile or Lil Jon or whatever the case is. Now the world gets exposed to him, and they basically like the Bay Area Nipsey to a degree, right? But if you've listened to his music over these years, you understand his message has always been thinking differently, but always in empowerment. I went through my own shit. I was a street nigga just like everybody else, trying to survive, had kids early, and I learned I had to grow the fuck up. And I'm talking to y'all too to grow the fuck up. As a community, we need to grow up. We need to do this, be independent. Let's help each other, build your own. Don't rely on this. Don't rely on that. Put this down. Stop thinking of it in this way because it hurts you and it hurts your family and it hurts your people. That's a lot of what he's saying has been that rhetoric or that narrative. Focus on getting your bag, focus on taking care of your people, focus on taking care of your community, make some changes, yada, 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 yada. But he's always presented it in a different way. And he keeps putting music out based around this narrative and these rhetorics. Aside from also, I'm a Bay nigga, I'm going to have some fun, we're going to enjoy ourselves, we're going to be happy, we're going to be positive, we're going to do our thing. All of that. Not going to be materialistic. All of these things are thinking different than the norm. Why would you not assume that the perspective he's presenting also is thinking of things outside of the norm? You guys haven't been a fan of his music because he thinks outside of the norm. So why would you try to demonize what he's saying in this snippet, basically the little piece of the song? When y'all align more, y'all will flood a YoungBoy concert before y'all go to a La Russell concert. You know how I know? Because I've been to La Russell concerts. I've been in the room. You niggas wasn't there. But I saw y'all posting when y'all was at fucking Millennium Tours and shit like that. Like, y'all will go support those things, but anything that's thinking outside the box, preaching collectivity and community and empowerment, y'all not really supporting that music. So why, when he makes a comment based from the perspective that he's always shown, why are you hating on him because of that? When really, you call yourself a Christian again, he's saying something that's in alignment with what Christianity should be supporting.
Yeah, I think there's a piece to it that there's obviously people who really just didn't like it. But I think some of the people who like milked it, because even him coming out and being like, nigga, basically saying that, it's like, y'all niggas have heard, if you've heard me, even if you don't like the song, you know full fucking well
I don't support these niggas like that.
Yeah, and so I'll say like, I'm like, okay, I haven't listened to the song, but even as like, I didn't like this bar, and that message, it's not even a him thing. Like that message is kind of old in general to me. Of yeah, nigga, like I'm not an evil person, but also I'm never, I'm like shit. If I'm being, sprinkling some mental health shit, I'm never telling somebody that like the forgiveness version that absolves another person of harm they've done to you. I'm helping you process through it so you're not walking through life fucked up.
Right.
But no, if that person did you harm, you're not required to like open your arms to them.
No. That's God's job.
Fair. So I think there was like just this purposeful misunderstanding, even if you didn't like how it was said, especially given the individual.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, it made me think of I think there is a specific group, or whatever your demographic is, that even if you say you don't like his music, just in how it sounds auditorily damn, I'm up here like Felix, man. That's where fucking me up. Even if you don't like how the fucking music sounds to you, the messaging speaks to flaws that you have. And I think about that because I was watching that I watched that Inside the Manosphere documentary. Ain't even dog walked them niggas like they fucking could, but it was fun. But I think it's niggas, say niggas in that group, or fuck it, I'll just stay on them as an example. And it's like, oh, this is our opportunity. The niggas who are hyper Drake fans, like not just musical Drake fans, but like, he raised me and I'm hyper identifying with this message. You work at Kinko's. You like this restaurant that he's talking about in this song that none of us know because none of us are in that tax bracket. Like, you're aligning with these, I don't know, man, hyper capitalist, hyper fucking misogynistic, all the words, views, and you don't like a nigga that goes against that. Niggas up here saying, niggas up here like, saying Kendrick can't rap. You're fucking weird. The nigga can rap. It's on the same side, you niggas saying like Drake can't rap. He can. The content is horseshit. So I think that there's a part of this that was like, the Russell has been speaking to this thing that I enjoy, or this thing that speaks like of my personality. I can't wait for this motherfucking nigga to, and he had it. He had his moment.
Yeah. I think that's part of like, say in westernized society, more so America for sure, which is that westernized mindset we've created in this country is a plague on society. But I think the mindset that we have is so wrapped up in the fallacy and fantasy and romanticizing things that when someone talks about healing through reality, we don't like it.
Yeah. That's how you niggas ain't going to therapy.
Yeah. I mean, but even then, like when we talk about therapy is romanticized, which is why when you have somebody that speaks a truth, say a Dr. Raquel Martin or whatever, like, no, what they said doesn't make sense. This is why it doesn't make sense. Or Dan McClellan, this is why this doesn't make sense from this creator because it's not what the Bible actually, like people that speak to actual factual truth. Let's pay attention to the reality of things. Let's pay attention to the history of things. You don't have to like it, but this is what it is. Let's face it. Let's heal through it. Let's identify it. Let's process through it. And let's incorporate that into the actual mindset that we have as opposed to this romanticized fallacy. Those are people that were like, they don't know what they're talking about. Like, and that's kind of like, especially when we go through politically in this country. Like, oh, we are a part of a cult. Our president he's a cult leader, not even a good one, but like he's a cult leader. He's fucking Jim Jones leading everybody into the field to drink that goddamn Kool-Aid. That's what this religious war is, basically. And people can have all the facts and realistic realities that debunk it, and people are still going to fight and uphold. I mean, you see on what's the damn channel that be having them debates?
Oh, I ain't watching the
Jubilee
niggas.
Yeah.
Jesus, boy.
But like that, you get to see how many people are willing to sit here and defend a fantasy, and it's not even a legitimate fantasy. It's like a fantasy nightmare, basically. But they're willing to defend that as being a reality. Mine is somebody who's like, no, I got a stack of facts as to why what you're saying doesn't really make sense. But that person's wrong, and I will fight them tooth and nail to prove that they're wrong, even though in reality there's facts that prove what they're saying is real. Like that's how our society functions as a westernized society. We will defend the fantasy more than we will embrace the reality. And you get to see it with music artists. A lot of music artists that are lyricists or can incorporate artistry of reality and critical thinking and things of that nature into their music, they're not upheld or celebrated as much as a whoop-de-doo, like them type of niggas. Like, y'all gonna sit up here and celebrate them more. Like, in reality. In reality, we all screaming free thug all them years. I done got out of jail and said a whole bunch of goofy shit, and y'all was still kind of supporting it. But you have artists that have been free telling you that the shit that they're saying doesn't fucking make sense, and it's not beneficial to our community. And those are niggas you don't pay attention to. We like the fantasy. In every aspect of our life, we defend and attract to the fantasy. We talk about it all the time when we talk about romantic relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And with the choosing partners and the male-female debate and the manosphere and all these different things, they're all aspects of romanticizing a fantasy. And we love it. We love fantasy in this world. We do not like reality.
It was somebody I gotta start following these people, but I feel like I'll have like a fucking
Conniption.
Yeah, I feel like I'll be following 30,000 fucking people. But it was something I was watching the other day, and it was this girl, and she was talking about her framing was like the part of the issue with, I guess, the left is a bit of how we, I guess, go about instilling knowledge or opinions to others is it's always like a jug and it doesn't work because they are, like you're saying, so caught up in their ideals of a thing that I don't know how she framed it, but it was something about you have to, and it made me think in a therapy space of like, you can't always hit somebody as much as I'll be in here because fuck you guys. Like you have to hit somebody in the head with a hammer. Like part of it is you have to almost stand in their point of view with them and walk them to the end of the fucking road and be like, now where did this get us? Like you have to, I don't know, as opposed to, because it'll, in the other way requires a level of logic and understanding that they don't necessarily possess because they're so tied to these ideals. And these ideals are tied to them because, you know, you identify with them. They're your makeup. Yeah. And so to attack the idea isn't at the same time attacking what this person identifies as their core value. And so in order to engage with the motherfucker, I know you're hearing this and it's like, goddamn, it is exhausting. So I don't necessarily promote that people have to always position themselves to unpack or undo somebody's shit, unless that's what you've chosen to do. I think there are a chosen couple people who are the disruptors, the actual advocates, the sociologists, the psychologists, the scientists, the motherfuckers who live in that space, to stand with the motherfuckers. And I think that even for an artist like LaRussell, I would have promoted like, look, nigga, like you have to engage your community. Drop your art, but it ain't no reason to be going back and forth with motherfuckers who, you know, have missed. Also, be able to take a little bit of criticism that what you did, it just wasn't a hit. You got niggas say, you know, you, especially if you're using like a fucking Bay Area work ethic, you doing like, you know, 40 water numbers. You can drop 40 songs in 3 weeks. Nigga, all these hoes not finna hit. No. You're gonna miss the mark on some of these. So, but yeah, I think in regards to like engaging with people who are so hooked into the other thing, if you don't have the patience to be like, oh, okay, well, if that's how you think about it, well, let's follow the yellow brick road, so to speak. It ain't gonna really go nowhere unless you just want to fight. If you haven't, I just want to fight, then you know, knuckle up. But yeah,
a lot of people think they do want to fight because that's all they know.
We all walking around angry.
Absolutely, like we speak. The language that we speak in this country, especially in westernized society, is a language of aggression, anger, being disgruntled, the whole 9 yards. The whole disposition is anxious and angry.
Motherfucking violence.
Grieving. I'll say that because depression, anger, and all those other stages of grief. We are all constantly in a state of grieving. So much so that, like you mentioned, epigenetics. For black people, that grief is encoded in our DNA because we've been going through grief for generation after generation after generation. But I think that language has shaped westernized society's voice. How we speak with each other comes from a space of being disgruntled, being unhappy, being unhealthy, being unwell. So when you have somebody that doesn't speak that, you're going to get one of two extremes. Either it's going to be met with the language that I know well, which is aggression or anger or some sort of negative disposition, or it's going to be met with the romanticized mindset that we also have. It's going to be upheld so much. Oh my God, it's so perfect. It's so wonderful. Or I can't fucking stand this. This is so stupid. Oh my God, I can't believe it. There's no in between because we don't know the language of balance.
Shout out to, man, I thought about that because I had that put in there just to celebrate it. But that does make me think of like what I didn't think I was gonna see, but like the discourse around Sinners. So first and foremost, shout out to fucking Sinners, guys. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan. Shout out to Ryan Coogler. Yeah, I think that's it. Fuck yes, that's the nigga. Goddamn historic, fucking. But like with watching that, just and I mean like this ain't even like in the deep archive. This is just regular, you know. What's that one page? Like Too Cool to Blog, or saw a couple, not too many in Revolt, but like a few. I think even IGN. Like it was just regular big platforms, and it was motherfuckers like it wasn't even that great a movie, and it's like, come on, nigga. It's like this is such a weird, not even weird. It is like racism, but it is just always sometimes just so it still can be surprising of like this was a really good movie, guys, and like just a motherfucker going, it wasn't better than it was. Like it just was. Like these motherfuckers been in rare form. Movie was great.
Right.
And so even like that makes you think of like just like what it's like to interact with somebody who's in a certain headspace. And you know, obviously there was some where you could just tell a motherfucker just jumped out the window by this just fucking sucked. Nobody's engaging with that. Which I like a little bit. It'll probably take a couple years still, but there is a turn of people going rage bait, skip, move on, like just instructing everybody, just don't even fucking engage with this nigga. But then you get the ones that still are like hook people in. Like as a film enthusiast, I didn't understand. And I was like, they got him, because now this motherfucker got 75 comments of people going back and forth. And I think that sometimes is a bigger struggle or challenge of like finding the balance between like a healthy challenge to an opinion so you can continue to grow and not be stifled and not be stuck in your echo chamber, but also having the wisdom to look at a motherfucker. This shit is not this is a motherfucker who just got nothing to do today and doesn't like this thing for a probably let's use nefarious for nefarious reasons. But I don't have to engage with them, like, because if you're just an objective viewer, good music, vampires, and beautiful chocolate black women. You're just a weird nigga, boy.
But those are the things. As far as the culture, the music, the representation, the accuracy of history and of a certain demographic of people, they don't want that in the history book. So why would I want to see it on the screen?
That's accurate.
So I'll say that for us, as you were explaining it, I was like, oh, that's kind of our how we feed into Westernized society of our bias of the fantasy. And our fantasy is a utopia where niggas ain't stupid. It's never going to happen. There's always going to be the reality that people are just that dumb, one, or the reality of, I don't understand your expectation. A lot of people are only saying the rage baity stuff because they have this fantasy that they're going to become some big popular content creator. I'm not saying this opinion because I actually believe it. I'm finding ways to gravitate people to my platform so that I can make money off having a lot of followers, even if it comes from negativity, because I've seen a lot of people do it. So I'm not even spewing my actual perspective. I figured out how to spew certain shit that's going to get people's attention and their engagement. So I don't even know what your real reason for saying this perspective is, because it could be, you're poking the bear on purpose because you think it's going to make you money. And those that aren't rap, or those that are deeply rooted in, say, the fallacy, they're the ones that are going to engage with said content. Those that are a little bit more realistic would be like, man, this is rage bait. I'm not, like you mentioned, I'm just not going to pay the nigga that's screaming on the corner any mind. Whatever. I don't have anything. Whatever. I don't have anything for him. It doesn't affect me in any way. I'm just going to continue walking and let them say whatever bullshit they got to say, as opposed to the person that stops and listens and then wants to argue and wants to debate, all the types of people that made Charlie Kirk famous and allowed him to have a platform before he got popped. Those are the people that are wrapped up in the fantasy. And I can't see the fact that I'm feeding into someone else's fantasy, even though it's not based in any type of reality whatsoever, because that's the language that we speak. We speak anger and fantasy. We are a bunch of Harry Potter ass niggas.
Nah, man, I've been reading T.J. Young and the Orishas. That's all I'm fucking on. Like, word to Harry Potter and shit, but like, I found it. There's Black Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
There's Children of Blood and Bone. I'm just saying, if you got kids out there, or you yourself, because I'm as an adult, I'm reading this shit, and I'm like, fuck yeah. I don't know who. Yo, tell somebody get Ryan Coogler and them on TJ Young and the Orishas, because I think Children of Blood and Bone is already in like some sort of production situation shit. Nigga, I'm only on book 1. I'm in. They ain't even done no crazy magic shit just yet. But if you are looking for some, blackety black, magical, mystical, because I think we need that.
Yeah.
Niggas need that to kind of expand their horizons and shit. And, I just feel like I feel like, I know we've said this before, but I feel like sometimes niggas keep telling these, I'm not finna watch I don't care what 50 Cent make a diss song about me. I'm not watching no more like drug dealer shit for real. So, because I feel like sometimes those stories we've had the great ones. Like I watched Belly, I watched American Gangster, I was outside when Shotus was out. What a fucking time that was. So I think we did it already. And I feel like sometimes the stories is like flat as far as like how look how much shit, if I'm gonna go back to Sinners, how much stuff culturally you can fit in when the fucking overarching theme is we're fighting mystical motherfuckers.
Right.
I can shove tons of shit in this motherfucker. We got hoodoo in this bitch. We got ancestral veneration. We got...
You even got the gangster shit, because we robbed the gangsters to get here in the first place.
We got gangster shit. We got, realistic relationship motherfucking dynamics, because all of our fucking grandparents, they was fucking in the hoodoo shack.
Nothing to do.
If you look back, before Pop lost his hair, that motherfucker was a good looking nigga, man. A fucking a smoke and a stack. Smoke stack lightning.
Right.
Riding, won't you hear me cry?
That boy was a stud.
And your granny been big fine forever. All y'all grannies didn't look like Pearline. Pearline was bad motherfucker, but some of y'all grannies, big fine. Goddamn, in the hoodoo. I'm just saying.
It was heartbreakers back in that day.
Yeah, it just was, so I think like in some of these stories you can fit like a lot of stuff in, because our overarching theme is just like fucking massive. So I don't know, man. Give it a shot. Give it a listen. Give it a look-see.
I think that's the bias. Like, even say your comment. I'll play devil's advocate and push back just a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Not that I uphold or celebrate us sticking to the gangster narrative, because we are definitely more than that. So for sure, we need to show different aspects of us instead of the stereotype that white folks created, and us using that trauma as profit, right? So I support us doing other things, but we will continuously always celebrate the mobster stories. And that's gangster shit. That's just white folks gangster shit.
I don't watch none of them motherfucking shit.
I don't either, but I'm saying like we have said movies like Godfather and all that are classics. They are masterpieces. They are this. They are like, we've had so many. Was it Casino, Heat, all these different Goodfellas, all these pseudo Italian-esque, Irish / Italian, like all these gangster movies throughout the timeline have all been said they're wonderful. But if it's, Menace to Society or Boys in the Hood, only black folks say that those are classics. They're considered cult classics because they're our classic, but the world has demonized black gangster shit, but always celebrated white gangster. And white gangster shit was fucking this country up way worse. Prohibition and all that was, white folks was the ones in the street murdering motherfuckers over alcohol and all types of other shit. Black folks have never on that magnitude killed and destroyed and ran so much shit.
Take a drive to Vegas and play Guess the Bodies out here.
Not even that. I'll say like, also I told you off air I was listening to Anthony Bourdain's book. Was it Kitchen Confidential or whatever? That was one of the first books that he wrote. But in his book, he's saying like he came up during the 70s. He said even then, like a lot of the restaurant jobs that I had, they was run by Italian mobster niggas that was just basically using these restaurants as a front. Like they'd have it open and may do okay for a little bit and it would fail, and then I'd move on to the next one and the next one. But a lot of the jobs that he talked about he was getting, at his highest and his lowest, at some point they was all kind of ran by Italian mobsters that was just using this shit as fronts or whatever the case is. And this is in New York. So I'm saying that to highlight, like, even the culinary scene was ran by said mobsters. Yeah. So much money was coming through all these different families in Italian mob. It was running the country, especially on the East Coast. And it's not in a good way. Lots of extortion, lots of this, lots of that. It shaped a lot of the narratives and experiences of people in these different communities and was never demonized. Killing people left and right, snuffing people out left and right, extorting people left and right, controlling politics left and right. A lot of these motherfuckers was out here moving like Kingpin and Daredevil. It was a lot of the motherfuckers clashing all throughout the country. And they've been celebrated and romanticized for the fantasy that they created. But you have something that's not even close to as damaging as that, and it's a blackface. Ugh.
I think they get a lot more, not even a pass. I think that they get to shape those stories same way because of how complicit we were in that.
Yeah.
I think even when shout out to y'all mans sitting up there talking to the motherfucker what was the Japanese prime minister and just dropping fucking crazy. That motherfucker got dementia.
Oh, the Japanese.
That motherfucker just dropped a crazy ass Pearl Harbor bar. It's sitting with Japanese dignitaries was fucking nuts. But
trying to laugh it off.
Yeah, just he just be saying shit. Bro is deteriorating at a crazy rate. We were watching all that shit y'all was saying about Joe, who was deteriorating. We watching the same 2-0. Anyways, motherfucker, sorry. Motherfucker just was like, right? Huh? They did it. They pulled up and kaboom.
Surprise.
They said kablamo.
Right.
But I think the same shit like when we watch it's however many wars have happened across, history, American history. We gonna always make a movie that's got something to do with World War II so we can overhype like we were the hero.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like
propaganda. Yeah,
and I think that the same shit can be said about like, the mafia shit. Like we gotta frame this shit as these motherfuckers, like you always get to get a backstory, like you watch even just how it looks. Casino looks cool as shit. Like you be forgetting like this nigga Joe Pesci is a full-fledged diagnosable motherfucking sociopath. Like an absolutely evil fucking person. But that motherfucking suit is fire.
The lights, the glitz, the glamour, the lifestyle.
Yeah, he look cool.
Whole bunch of drugs and beating women and all types of shit. But we celebrate that.
His homie walked his homie girl to the car. She sucked his dick. They didn't even leave the car. He just from the restaurant suck his dick, go back. Like it was a whole shit. But they snazzy. And then you like, oh man, the story of how the Italians came to America. Like there's all this romanticizing around it, and you put all this context to it. But even when we make our films, hey, shit, who was the only one that like really was like, he looked like he had some fucking glamour to it that wasn't just like it looked like he ran shit, was kind of American gangster. Even how they sometimes.
No, that makes me think of, at least for that time frame, I always think of Hoodlum. Like we'll celebrate all these movies, but we don't celebrate Hoodlum the same way. We don't celebrate Bumpy.
Because Bumpy was getting up in that ass, boy. Shout out to Godfather Harlem. Okay, Godfather Harlem might get a pass.
Absolutely.
But like it's a lot of narrative, I guess, weight put on them to like humanize these motherfuckers before they start doing some wild shit or to make them cool. Everybody's in suits and there's an order. It's almost like they're like outside the law, but they got this honor code. These niggas was fucking raping, pillaging, plundering the country. So, shut the fuck up.
Right. But the black gangbangers are plagues to society.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think that definitely even frames how we like view one another, because all that context that you lather on to the, mafia movies and shit to understand them, it's like, nigga, we make fun of it. I make fun of it. I'm gonna continue to make fun of it because some of them are good jokes. But Jody is a fucking product of systems. Like that motherfucker didn't just wake up baby boy like him and Ving and them. Like all them niggas was like, the mom and them, Peanut, everybody was just,
they're a victim of what white folks created.
Yeah.
Conditioned. They are conditioned and indoctrinated.
Don't show, just don't care what's going on in the hood. Niggas, all the same story.
All the same story. But I'll say that to kind of tie it back into our earlier conversation of like those things. Being a product of your environment shapes your bias. And a lot of westernized society is based on choosing a worldview that upholds and enables your bias.
Mm-hmm.
That's the romanticized fantasy. It's your bias. And we're all looking for shit that confirm our bias in some capacity. But there are those outliers of those of us that are like, nah, I want to see reality for what it is. I can see the ugly shit. I can see the good shit. I can see this is some bullshit, but I get what y'all, like, we can see the duality of life because that's what life is. The rest of us are just looking for a bias. How does this confirm whatever bias I have? That's why we have so many cultish mentalities running the country.
Finna piss me off with this bias shit. I'm specifically talking to black folks because y'all be saying some shit every day. I be looking on that internet, and it's like, hey man, you didn't put no context on that.
None.
I'm gonna have another rant about it because I feel like y'all gonna do something. I don't have nothing like fully concrete today to go into that, but I be seeing y'all, and it's just like,
I mean, you off air you were talking about old girl talking on a panel. What was it, Miss Feminist or Feminist?
Oh, but I didn't read that book yet. I'm gonna read I want to read the book.
That's fair. That's responsible.
Before I get my shit off.
That's responsible.
Because like what she was saying in there wasn't bad, and actually like her thing in context of what I'm assuming the book might be about might not be bad, but like
how
that
spun.
Yeah, that actually is my own mind cranking about how I've seen motherfuckers. Because again, I'm in a mode now, so like I'm back to reading and listening to shit. Because y'all be saying shit and it'd be like, read in this book they said, and it's like, yeah, they said that on chapter 4, page 97, which is great. But like, there's 40 other chapters in this bitch that contextualize that a different way, and you're a dangerous fucker for that. And I don't like this shit, man. It's fucking up the ecosystem. It's pissing me off.
Infuriating.
Cause y'all don't. Okay. Oh, that. You know what? I almost forgot I put some topics in here, and that this is about to be bullshit a little bit now. Because I just thought about this. Because because motherfuckers. The other day I was talking to, and I feel justified because I think she's a smart person. I was talking to Chardon, and because it was a meme that was going on. And I seen like 3 memes, and it's something in regards to Big Daddy, and I'm like, it's like something calling Big Daddy when he does A, B, and C, whatever the fuck. It's something that he does for them or whatever.
Oh, celebrating the performatism.
That shit.
Okay.
And I know where Big Daddy comes from because I'm a Tim's fan. Listen to the song, and then now it's starting to make me think that either one. It's one or two things in my working theory. This is not complete. One, y'all are, just fucking with niggas, which makes sense in correlation with the song. But there's a number 2 that y'all have bad comprehension skills because the way y'all have fucked with this girl's music, that motherfucker was going through the worst time of her life in this song. That shit it's 5 a.m. She's struggling. Y'all doing motherfucking get ready with me's and shit. Look at my vacation. This is some terrible shit going on in this song.
Romanticizing trauma.
And now I'm seeing y'all make the memes, and I call him Big Daddy. When in the song, Big Daddy is a fucking loser. She makes the whole song, you like when I call you Big Daddy, but you ain't done a motherfucking thing. And I'm starting to wonder if the girlie's got bad comprehension skills. I don't know what it is just yet. I haven't figured out.
I think it's selective. Some of them may be bad comprehension skills for sure. Some of them are just selective. I select the narrative, romanticizing things. I select the narrative that confirms my bias. That's
because all them books y'all be reading is Minotaur's fucking and Black 5-year-old with his dreads in the wind. Let's read something to fucking.
Remember, like we was in middle school and girls was doing book reports on Eric Jerome Dickey books and shit. Like
I'm a book girly. It ain't nothing but he was pumping and thrusting inside for 40 pages.
Right.
Goddamn,
you're not reading anything of substance. Here. If it doesn't enable you to stay in your worldview, you're not reading it. They want the fantasy.
I read 40 books this year. It gets 30 pages out of this motherfucker with whole sentences, just a bunch of oohs and ahs.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's funny. Like I've seen like the list that black men should read for healing, and it'd be like
I'm reading them lists.
There are wonderful lists, and then you see the equivalent of like this is the books that we're gonna read this year, and it's like ain't none of these got nothing to do.
Nigga, that's what be pissing me off. Motherfuckers who I know personally, I be seeing them all read the list. I done read 2 or 3 out the motherfucking list. It's some shit you said you quoted out this book from the fucking list. You didn't read this motherfucker. You said it wrong. What the fuck, man? I'm gonna start a book club with niggas. We gonna read all the shit. Yeah. Niggas need to read. We are. How about that? Everybody.
That's the funny thing. We are actually listening to and or reading these books and doing it in multitudes and trying to like take bits and pieces from it and like discuss it. Hey man, you read? Hey, hold on. Hey, let me take this. Hey, and we'll follow people that are actually diving into these books. They are not.
Yeah, keep it to yourself, or because I'm gonna read it. You ain't gonna browbeat me with some shit you don't know what the fuck you talk about.
I'm not gonna read them.
I'm gonna read that shit, and I'll get some OCD. I'll pull out some OCD tendencies. I read the book, and let me go find some fucking YouTubes of this motherfucker having a discussion about what the fuck the book meant. And fuck y'all. No. Yeah, we finna heal, bitch. Don't worry about it. Me too. Come on, motherfucker. Let's get better.
Prominent figures and internal family systems and polydynamic. I'm gonna keep reading stuff that's gonna help me be a better therapist and a better person based on my identity. Yep. I'm not about to read this bullshit that y'all be reading from somebody that's a content creator that decided to chat GPT a book together.
I ain't never reading that. Yeah, I'll be saying y'all be reading from like our, esteemed elders from yesteryear, and I'm like, okay, cool. Don't post no motherfucking friends for none. Yeah, me too. I'm on it. You said it was lit. I'm on it. Now we both in this together.
Looking at each other. I read it. Did you read it?
Yeah.
I saw this. Did you see this?
Yeah, I think it was dope. Don't. That's my rant for the year, man. She just saying shit. Read it. Not the one with the fucking sexy nigga on the front with roses and shit. That ain't nothing in there.
Like either actually read it, or if you're listening to the audiobook, rewind it when you recognize that you disassociated. When you realize that you went somewhere else and you wasn't fully paying attention and you only caught bits and pieces of what was said, rewind it and listen to the chapter again. You have that luxury as an audiobook. Please do. I think a lot of people are dozing off. Like they traveling somewhere else in their mind and they catch bits and pieces of stuff and they let it, they Swiss cheese in it. They filling in the holes in the narrative with what they think it said. No, it's an audiobook. Pause it, rewind it, listen to it again. Make sure that you rewind it again and listen to it again to make sure you fully grasp it. If you don't fully grasp it, write down some shit and say, I think it meant this, and then explore that thought a little bit more if it catches you that much. And then continue to hold on to that as you listen through the rest of the book. And you can say, oh, shit, I remember when they said this back in chapter 2. That's the thing. Okay, now it makes sense. I'm in chapter 6. And I get that they've been telling me a different perspective than when I thought it was. Okay, let me go back and re-identify this whole thing. Let me reframe this whole thing again. Like, it's okay to do that in the book. That's what you kind of should be doing.
That'll make me hold. Like, that's usually what'll make me like, when I say put a book down, I mean like I'll stop listening for maybe like the day or the next few hours. If I know I'm just not listening, I'm not like locking in. I don't know if this, is audiobooks for dummies or whatever. Like, yeah, like I'll listen until the part where like I'm disassociating, or if I'm not catching it, yeah, it's okay to be like, I'm just not in the mood right now. I might not need the audiobook at this moment. I might need this might be some new Juvenile while I'm in here throwing these fucking weights around. I think it lets you save clips and shit. I realized how much shit storage I was taking up, because if I'm in it, like, yeah, nigga, I'm clipping this. Oh, this was good. Oh, that's what that, yeah, I don't know, man, word to researching. Or I guess, whatever you're reading for, because if I'm trying to, learn, edify, and, like, challenge or perspective or something like that. I do think that might be a thing, too, with, like, how people go into certain readings, because I know that there's some shit that I've read and got into, like I'm going into it like knowing this is seems at least like maybe in opposition or has a different take on some shit that I'm like really passionate about. However, I'm not reading a motherfucking
So you mean you are authentically and realistically defining and identifying your intention as opposed to just saying you have an intention and don't really have one?
Well, yeah, because I'm grown. Yeah.
It's a lot of, be intentional. I'm reading because I'm intentional, but you didn't define a intentional purpose for why you were exploring this particular book.
And I don't think, to be facetious or whatever. Like a motherfucker don't gotta be like me or whatever. However, I think that does inform how you have, I don't know, conversations with people, but also interactions with any particular type of work. Like if I'm going into this because, oh my God, I can't wait to read this. Some shit like I can't wait to read because of I'm I guess understanding where that oh my God is coming from. I like this person. I like this book. I know what I'm getting. Like this TJ Young shit, I'm gonna read this shit. I know what I'm getting. I'm into the story. This is, it's this big fantasy world. Some of the more denser, heavy shit, I'm like, I can't wait to read this because I'm going in prepped to, I don't know, get a shock to my system or expound my knowledge on something as opposed to expecting somebody to tell me what I feel like I already know. I feel like that might get certain works thrown down. Obviously, I guess everything within reason because, John McDermott, the reigning fucking Ku Klux Klan wizard, I'm not gonna read his book. So let's be fucking reasonable about this shit. But
to a degree, I'll say there are some times where you should read the book of your opposition, so to speak, just for understanding purposes. Because some of our leaders have said like, yeah, I sat down and whatever, but like Malcolm, I won't say Malcolm X, but as an example, if Malcolm X read Mein Kampf, not because I believe in what he's saying, but I want to understand the mindset of my oppressor.
Maybe
I think Farrakhan was saying something similar. Like, no, I'll read these books based on these people that don't identify what I identify because I want to see what your perspective is. Because I can't really stand against it if I haven't fully listened to it. I'm not listening to it to have it convince me of otherwise. I want to see how you think because that'll also let me know how to operate against the systems that you create.
Let me amend that then. I think something like maybe I guess a Mein Kampf for somebody who is as evil as that motherfucker was a big figure and understanding how that might work. But yeah, John, I don't know if this is a real person, but a John McDermott who I just know is like got a book full of hate speech. I guess that might be like my difference. If however you make that the distinction about somebody who's like is an evil motherfucker who might have like I would read a book maybe on I don't know, one of our presidents or like LBJ or like Hoover because like you're a fucking weird piece of shit, but it would probably behoove me to be like, because a lot of those shits instill in what we interact with today. But if you're just like, my name is fucking Todd
Let me
McDuffie.
tell you why niggers are niggers.
Yeah, let me tell you why niggas are niggas I'm probably not going to read.
Yeah.
I kind of got the gist of that.
But that's like a surface level. Some of these things, even if you read the back of the book or you read the description on the audiobooks, it'll tell you that the basic surface level elementary understanding of what that book is, and you can identify it as such, as opposed to like say reading whatever a Nixon or J. Edgar Hoover book. I'm gonna read your autobiography, but then I'm gonna also read somebody else's book that tells a different perspective or truth about you and see, oh, you left out this, you ain't talk about that. I get. You have to read contrasting narratives.
Probably some Cesar Chavez books out there.
Oh, I'm sure 1,000%. I'm sure he has some autobiographies over there that are painting him in a certain light, and then
somebody like I said this shit in '94. Y'all wasn't listening.
Not at all. They don't want to. They don't want to. They don't want the medicine. They want the sugar.
Yeah, I think. Is that it? Oh, a meteor hit Ohio. I forgot about that. I don't have much on that except if they hear.
Is it the same meteor that crashed in the War Machine movie?
Maybe. I hope they black. That's it. When they get here, in my mind, my working theory on the aliens, because that's all the media thing to me just thought about is like, I be wanting the aliens to be like, oh my God, we were like not Viltrumites in like fucking aggression, because that would probably suck. We would be fucked up. But like in like long lived. So then they come back and was like, oh yeah, last time, like if they were like the Anunnaki fucking story, like, oh yeah, man, like we came back, we remember y'all, we was fucking with them. What the fuck are these?
Yeah, y'all not who I remember.
Yeah, what are these? What are these? Yakubian. What the fuck is this? What is this thing? I remember them. I for sure remember them. Where the gold at? Y'all was lit last time we was here. It was gold and shit. It was y'all had palaces. It was fucking stunting.
What we doing now? Y'all,
what the fuck is this thing talking to me in this suit? Now. Yeah. What the fuck is his pores open and shit? What the fuck is that? So in my mind, that's what I be thinking. Like they come out and it's like, damn, we was gone, man. We was like when Thor be showing up in the comics. Thor be showing up after like 2,000 years of fighting on Asgard and all across the realms, and he come back and it's like whole new sets of heroes and shit. And he like, damn, my nigga's gone. That's what I be thinking when like the aliens come back. That's in my mind. Like
that's why they don't stay.
Yeah, I think they just like, them niggas.
Like, I'm gonna take a trip. You know, I ain't took a trip to Earth in a long time. We gonna go to Earth. It's been a few thousand years. Let me go down there and see what they talking about.
All right, we did the Sinners thing. I don't really care about L'Oreal. There was some shit about her when she was mean to Michael B. But that nigga's a winner now, so I don't give a fuck.
L'Oreal.
Yeah, she was. I don't know. She's like a. I don't know. When she does a radio show, I remember seeing that thing when when that first came around, but. I don't give a fuck, man. Be a nice guy. Stay in your game, my nigga.
Stand firm. Be yourself. And
if they call you if they call you a loser, it's the same shit we said last week. If they call you a loser, you identify you like confident in yourself. It don't really matter. You wouldn't have liked her no way.
Right.
That shit wasn't romantic, but like there's just a certain demographic. Like if you were into a thing, it's like the same thing you niggas kind of have. Like with the I was a nerd and it was stop. You got made fun of because you didn't put on deodorant. Being a nerd is cool. Be yourself.
Find a way to be your own thing, but make it enjoyable. Don't make it egregious.
Yeah, man. You've been trying to watch Neon Genesis Evangelion for like 2 weeks with her. She keeps trying to get you to watch Love Island. Leave. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's okay.
And be okay with it.
Yeah, tier where you think this is in your life. You thought it was gonna be one way, it's the other way. That's it.
Love yourself more than you love the performative image of what you think is supposed to be cool. That's the same thing they saying like Lori Harvey, right? Lori Harvey supposedly was reaching out trying to congratulate him. He's like, yeah, whatever.
Shit, go back to that big mustache, baby.
Like, no, I'm cool. You got it. You got your shot. We don't need to speak. Go on about your business, please.
Oh well, in relationship topic, I don't follow this shit enough though, but there was a lot of shit about Clarissa Shields and Papoose.
Isn't there always?
Yeah, it was a whole bunch of shit. Like the basic fucking thing was that it was alluded that she cheated with some other weird rapper nigga. He had all these receipts. And she gets on. I don't know. She had some response to him. I didn't watch that. Then she made a song. I didn't care about it until it was like all of a sudden she made a song, and I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe she did fuck around. Because why the fuck are you singing? But I don't know. I wanted to have more on this. I thought I was going to pay attention to it. It's in the topics. I didn't pay attention to it. If you know something about it, God bless you.
Yeah, I didn't even hear about it.
I want Pap and them to be happy.
I just want people to be happy for themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, they could be, without having the context, I don't know. But hypothetically, say it's true. That I would say that would speak to Pap of like him being a good dude, but you keep going through the same cycle with the same types of women, brother. You got to learn something.
You know what? There we go. That would be a better takeaway from this. I think that if that was a thing, I don't really care to have these bitches ain't shit. We would have to start turning it inwards to look at like Pap to be like, all right, man, what about you and how you are choosing partners and going about this, whether you want to take the energetic lane or you want to take the psychological behavioral lane. Like, what are we doing in how we are starting to maneuver in relationships that is getting twice big two big high profile motherfuckers? Yeah, that's that would be a personal issue and something that you can work through. You can reduce those habits. You can unpack and uncover what about it in you that kind of gets you in that space when you're in the partners thing. But that's about all I got on that.
Without context, that's what I can see.
Yeah.
It's because they're dark-skinned women. You can't trust them.
Yeah, fuck all that. Don't get the fuck out of my face. Oh, my mama, get the fuck out of my face. Oh, man, what the fuck? That's... back to that documentary, bro. Like, you don't have to... If you watch it, cool. It's not like some groundbreaking shit. The Red Pill niggas are losers. And it goes through, like, a couple of the big-name niggas. I've seen two of them losers. There was a dude in there two dudes in there I've never seen before. Losers, like loser niggas, abusive niggas,
traumatized individuals that didn't do the healing. They just stay scapegoated.
A lot of them have the same, issues in the family, issues with dad, absent dads, chasing this idea of masculinity because they did not have one that was like really, really like well thought out. This whole thing of chasing these traditional patriarchal views is at the same time whooping a motherfucking ass because they're not able to be like, human. And so, a lot of the shit we've talked about on here, only thing I'll add to the end is that a lot of y'all are fucking with them niggas, and patriarchy is a system that everybody's participating in. And I'll be back. We'll be back at another time to bust that open yet again, because y'all keep saying the same stupid shit, and I'm gonna keep talking about it because it's fun.
I want him to be God-fearing and a provider.
I'm telling you, you literally could just jump in a manosphere niggas DM. Y'all be married by next week. They like that shit. Mm-hmm. They like y'all saying the same shit. I promise you, if it was like where I'm gonna find, you could click, if y'all just making a quick little agreement that we not gonna say these things in a mean way. Y'all be saying the same shit. Y'all are the same people. That's what y'all. I think we could skip a lot of this shit if everybody just kind of. I almost forgot about this, and this is very important to me. Mm-hmm. I be up early. Mm-hmm. I'm an early riser, gym dude, especially during the week. I'm in there 5:30, 6 o'clock at the latest. I'm in there for a reason. I got my group. It's my old dudes, my retirees. They have been living their muscled up retired life. Mm-hmm. We talk bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Little sports talk, little fucking insensitive political joke here and there. Do our workouts. Everything's hunky dory. Out the door by the time the sun come up. Very, very, very mellow. Very fucking empty gym. Love it. Y'all with them big thick asses. That's not your fucking time to be in there. I'm doing this for a fucking reason, and I don't know what it was this week, but on multiple days, ass, heaps of ass, and y'all's time frame. I don't know what the fuck they do around 8 or 9 a.m. because I'm out. I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? That's your time to be in there. Midday, whatever the fuck. That evening shift with everybody in there looking sexy. That's when the fuck you in there. That 5 a.m. is for us regular
lifters.
Us lifters who are going to our regular career jobs and retirees.
You content creators?
Don't bring that big hefty ass in there on my watch. I don't appreciate that shit. I come in this here at this fucking time
for peace,
for a fucking reason. I'm up here on this tread and don't. It's 40 treadmills in here. It's 40 empty treadmills, and I don't appreciate what the fuck you standing in front of me for. You don't watch this show, but it's somebody specifically because it happened on Thursday, and I want you to know I don't appreciate that shit, okay? I'm in here minding my fucking business.
You distracting?
Minding my fucking business well, man. Leave me alone, man.
Minding my goddamn business.
And it's a whole bunch of fucking flagrant shit on here. Cause it's not even. I'm in there looking like James Harrison. I'm keeping all the goodness to get, cause we in here to focus. Mm-hmm. In there with the mother, we all of them. It was three, four separate asses. Everybody got the fucking tights that be jugged up in the ass. This is it's something. That's why I know this podcast doing numbers, cause they sending agents trying to disrupt us from the mission, and I'm.
I support you, brother. And you know what? Let me know the time and what gym this is so I can.
You know where it's at. You know exactly where it's at. You know where I'm at. Yeah. And I'm in that motherfucking early. I'm going that motherfucking 2 a.m. now. I ain't even go to sleep. What the fuck is going on?
I remember those days.
Yeah, it's just, where is y'all? Stay in y'all time lane. I know when I go in there at a certain time, I know I'm not even prepared mentally.
I mean, honestly, sometimes realistically, from what I recall from those types of gyms, sometimes either they got early jobs too, or sometimes it'd be like the strippers that get off work and go straight to the gym afterwards.
Man, put a gym in the strip club, work out there, and then make it. I would do that. Yeah, fitness. Yeah, because man, don't listen. I'm not prepared. When I come in, when I fuck around and slip up and my schedule's off, and I know I'm mentally prepared. I'm barely awake in that motherfucker in that morning. That's abusive. You jump at me at that point. What's going on?
Fight back, man.
Yeah.
Fight back.
My arm's just tired. That's all I got to say, man. I just, everybody, it's a community space. Everybody can go up in there. I just think everybody got to be in there at their motherfucking times. I'm not walking around that bitch in the jock strap. I'm trying to be respectful to the community. Now you got this weird nigga, weird niggas walk around, looking at, what you looking at me for, nigga? You know what the fuck she was wearing when she came outside. I'm not doing nothing to y'all. I'm just saying, I got eyes too, motherfucker. Shit. It ain't no reason I'm over here way in the corner doing the motherfucking hack squat. It's so much square footage to do RDLs. That's your household problem. You didn't have to do those over here. I didn't go over there. I was here first. Y'all came. That's your fault, man. What the fuck you looking at me for? You know what I'm saying? Take it to the relationship counselor. I got somebody to refer y'all to. Unless you're into that, but you don't seem into that, and that's something where you should work on your communication with your partner, because I feel like it's boundaries not being respected. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's some weird kinks that haven't been discussed and explored, so you don't know the dynamic. She know the dynamic though.
She might have read Aisha Curry's book.
We out the mud. Yeah. That's a good point. We thank y'all for listening. No motherfucking questions. Because I didn't ask. I promise. It's not y'all fault. I'm cool with y'all when it's not y'all fault.
They should know by now just to send them anyway.
Well, they should, but I don't know.
People are preoccupied.
I remember one time I did that fucking, but I don't need another app on my phone. It was something that I had made before where it was like anonymous. I don't know if it's, if you ask something and let me know it's you. So I'm trying to figure out maybe an anonymous way to go about it so nobody think I'm finna jump you or whatever. I'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. Fuck, you figure it out. Send an email. I don't know. There's contact information in that bitch. Like,
he don't want no problems, but I do.
I don't really care about problems. I'm trying not to be pussy. Like, questions is shit. I do a whole question episode.
Absolutely.
Or topic episode.
Most definitely.
Send them or say them. That way I don't gotta watch no shit.
Save me from myself.
Pretty much, man.
Discourse, please.
That's it. Okay, love you. Bye.